So-called food forest in the Quad Cities. It's an idea by a small group of people, but tonight it's gaining traction with some city leaders in Davenport getting on board. But what is it? KWQC's Taylor Umland joins us live. Taylor, this would be a community-maintained area where free fruits and nuts would grow.
Yeah, Gary, a cherry tree growing here, an apple tree growing right there. These were actually put here by Davenport city leaders just a couple of years ago, wanting to know if a food forest could grow here, but they have very limited staff to make something like that work. But that help may finally be here, making way for a free food forest.
I really think with the right cheerleaders and the right volunteer group, this could take off.
Chris Johnson is Davenport's city arborist. Since he got here 4 years ago, he's wanted to create an area where fruit and nut-bearing trees could grow and people could come pick and eat their own food. The idea is called a food forest.
I have a dedicated amount of money for tree planting every year that I'm more than happy to purchase fruit, nut-bearing trees, edible trees, so to speak, to help get this going. And not only that, I could do it year after year so they could have a multi-generational forest.
Johnson says he has a $50,000 budget for tree planting in Davenport every year, and he's willing to give a portion of that to the start of a food forest, but he can't run it himself.
We really want to work with people to do this, and the downside is we just need the volunteer base to really help get this off the ground, and that always seems to be where it falls short, is we need volunteer help and the help just doesn't seem to be there.
Now, that could be changing. Chris Rice lives in Rock Island. He's putting together a group willing to support a fully functioning food forest.
There's native food growing all over the place in your own yard. If you don't mow, there will be all kinds of food that you can eat. People don't realize it, though.
Rice says the idea of a food forest is an ancient one, used all over the world. While he knows it won't be easy, Rice and his group of volunteers are ready to take on a challenge. First
thing we need to do is get people support of the community, and we've already got a lot of support at this point.
Now, the idea of a food forest is still a ways from getting off the ground. The city council would have to agree to the idea and a place to grow the trees, but two places are being considered, two up near Emice Park and one here just off Concord Street and River Drive. But if all goes according to plan, we could have trees in the ground by mid-August. Live in Davenport, Taylor Umland, KWQC TV-6 News.